Hello there guys, well I'm sitting here in Hayes just waiting for Dean where I am, mate. Fucking can't be arsed with this shit. Hang on, just trying to get this front loader. Can you grab it? Because I can't grab it. I can't grab it, you're going to have to pull it. What's it? I can't grab it, you got it? You have to move your feet or you can't get it over. You got it?
Oh yeah.
Some things you just can't do on your own, I suppose. Managed to sort the car out. You got it, because I can't pull it. You're going to have to grab it. You're going to have to grab it. It's my arm's hurting now. Huh?
It's too reachy.
Right, well then we're stuck between the two of us. If you have to move your feet. Oh, for God's sake, seriously, I'm trying to get the front loader up and yeah, so basically I ended up hitting some debris. Seriously, I've never seen so much debris on the roads. And already you're starting to see, I don't know darling, it's a thing for your front loader. 2 seconds sweetheart. You're already starting to see the Western paper throwing over the floors, do you know what I mean? And the amount of foxes and peasants and things that were dead on the road that usually are cleared up really quickly, but unfortunately the drive here, I would probably say every mile or so, even sort of more 3 or 4 in one shot, and then there was a fox or a pheasant or something that was in the middle of the road and stuff. So obviously I ended up hitting some debris on the motorway, and then that's punctured my tyre, but I managed to sort it in the end because unfortunately I jacked up the car first before I don't know if I've just lost sound on that because I keep putting my hand on my mic, so yeah, I'd put the jack on first, so I managed to kick the shit out of the wrenches to finally do the tyre. So I'm just literally sitting here. So I don't know if you heard me before, but I was saying, like, I mean, it's peaceful, it's quiet, but the people that are sort of out are either very, very clearly, we're waiting for daddy darling, very, very clearly people that are going to do their shopping or, taking some exercise, and some people were just blasé, life just carries on and they're still doing their own thing. But it's very quiet. Obviously it's the quickest it's ever taken me to sort of get to the Hayes area, other than my puncture. Yeah, so just sitting here waiting. I think I ended up passing a please tell me that is not Dean on his way to me. That can't be him. No way. It can't be him. Anyway, so yeah, so one of the interesting things is, as I was just coming in, going off onto the motorway into London, was the police, not the tactical squad, something else. So basically, yeah, so they were heading in onto the main drag into London. I can't think what they were called on the side. It might have been the tactical squad, basically. So that was heading into London. I would say the reason that so much is so quiet is that people are in training. So yeah, I've not really got much to say because there's so many dynamics of everything going on. All I know is I've got to keep my family safe. My battle is not necessarily now. We could have stopped this, but we haven't. So probably in another 10 years now, you probably see or hear from me. Obviously I've got my book to do and stuff. But yeah, I think my lives alone, back before Christmas, with me saying, look, I've got a decision to make before the borders close. The fact that I was saying that the borders were going to close. However, I did actually see one aeroplane coming in, and obviously all the buses are still going, but people do have to travel to work and things. So but Boris has clearly not got much control over his country, really, has he? Because if he says lockdown, we should all be locked down. but they just don't have the infrastructures for it. They don't have the policing. They don't have the level of army to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people just walking past me now. You know, people getting in and out cars are moving all over the road, really.
Where's this? Where's this?
You know, China contained the virus really quickly. You know, it's meant to be one of the safest places to be right now. So anyway, but I don't really have much to say right now. All I can say is, may the Lord be with you all. And if you don't know him personally, get on your knees and start praying. And spend lots of positivity. And really, really enjoy the time with your family. And hope to God you all come through this the other side. Enjoy actually not getting up and dropping your kids off at school and going to work. And it not being just a normal school holiday, and actually just being normal family life, and just enjoy being with your little red racks without dropping them off to school and without being at work, and start thinking about how you want to make money out of doing what you love, or if maybe we have to come up with another structures of money, because that's the next thing. You know, next thing is the fact that if people aren't going to work, if, you know, things are not continuing, the fact is the debris is on the roads now. The streets are starting to look like, obviously, they're not being maintained as much as they usually are, and we've got to go back to grassroots now. Boris Johnson has obviously got the virus. I don't know whether the tests exist or not exist.
Where's this?
I don't know, darling, thanks to your front loader. Time will tell. Stay strong
Wheel loader!
and just have fun.
And a wheel
Yeah.
loader!